and you leave FMAS without expanding your network.
Yeah.
Then I think, because essentially that's what the purpose of an expo is.
Sure. A lot of people go with this concept of when they get to FMAS, they want to strike deals there.
Yes.
And that's a problem because
Such a problem.
I don't want to be like McG and say we are bigger than other platforms, but like,
Hey, now they're not on other platforms. I think it's very important that regardless of how much money you're being offered, it's so important to work with people who have, who you feel, according to your own discernment, is good for you and your business.
Sure.
What has happened to our industry will happen all over again on a larger scale.
Mainstream.
Yeah, mainstream.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Industry Chat Podcast from myself, Mr. President, MJ Givens Kgasi, and the famous
Nqobile Tembane.
Yeah, you good?
No, I'm great. How are you?
No, I'm good. I'm recovering.
You're recovering
From my mental state.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In regards with?
No, I've been losing lately from the chat.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, I actually forgot to actually tell you, talk about that because I know we were together on Friday. Because I saw, like, I popped into one of your live streams there and I saw that how you're going through it.
Yeah.
Hence when you said Friday, I was like, nah, chief, I'm there.
Yeah, so immediately after the stream, I had to hook up with you and just take off the stress a bit. Yeah, and just go and get up and mukhodu there and relax. That's actually one of the ideas of the guys on the live stream. Like, go out, dude. Like, live this thing. And I think it worked.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm at that time of my life, man, where whatever that you're trying to do on the chart, you can't seem to get it right. Like, especially when you get stopped out. And it goes a direction so painful, man. Like, it's so painful. And I know a lot of people will say, we told you, don't use a stop loss. I know.
I guess it becomes a season of being right. Because I think everyone's got a season of being right. You know?
No, definitely. It happens. And I think you always prepare yourself by the beginning of the year. You always prepare for yourself for weeks like this.
Okay.
Where you know it's going to be rough.
But a loss is a loss.
Yeah, a loss is a loss. You're expecting... You know that thing of... You know tomorrow you're going to be hungry. But when you are hungry, you don't like the feeling of being hungry.
Okay.
You ever thought about
Interesting.
it? Yeah, like, you know, like tomorrow when I wake up, tomorrow no matter what, whether you like it or not, you're going to be hungry. But when you are hungry, you're just uncomfortable being hungry. So I think something that I was expecting, obviously.
Yeah.
Spoke to a lot of traders are also going through the most at this season. And, you know, shout out to some people that are doing well. There are people that are doing well. It's just a cycle, man. Like, you have good seasons, you have good months, you have bad weeks. So for me, it was just one of those bad weeks. But it's a new week now. I think I'm getting there. Yeah. I'm good. 1 for 1 now. Took a trade now. I'm back. I'm back. You know, I'm more like a Kaizer Chiefs guy.
Yeah.
Just one win gives me the juice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm back.
Good. So I'm guessing you had like a good reset.
Most definitely.
Over the weekend.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I think it was important for me to also hook up with you. And I when I go through the most, I just like being around people that encourages me. Like, I don't want negativity. Like, I'm already negative, dude. Like, someone will say, Mr. Now, here's a funny story. Like, these are the choppers for you.
Yeah.
So I'm busy losing. I'm on the live stream. And someone's like, hey, Mr. President, can I come to your office, Nyan, and get some motivation? I'm like, dude, come on, what are you talking about? Like, I'm also needing motivation right now. Like, I can't give you what I don't have, you know? So I when I'm facing negativity, I just want to be around people like that really reminds me who I am. I never want to be around negativity.
You've probably heard me talk about Octa on this channel for almost 2 years now. By now, you know, Octa is Top Trader South Africa's main sponsor. And how many times have you guys heard me say, use the link in the description below? But hey, I get it. You don't just believe everything you hear in ads, even if it's coming from me. And honestly, that is smart. Don't just take anyone's words for it. Go check it out for yourself. A reliable broker with no hidden fees, no chart manipulations. What you see is what you get. And if you decide to give it a go today, use my promo code for a bonus. Try Octa, trust Octa. Yeah, no, that is true.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad.
But did you enjoy the Friday we were together?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Let's leave it there.
Yeah, let's leave it there.
Yeah. So we had guys, we've been inviting you guys.
We have.
No, but we've been inviting the industry players, and if they have businesses, some local spots on Yana there where we can come and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, guys, let us know in the comment section. And by the way, they're still here, Gay. We see you.
Yes, every week.
We see you. We see you. Yeah, but how was your week?
How was my week? No, it was a good week last week. Really good week. I mean, so to the guys who faithfully watch everything on this channel.
Yeah.
So the Nqobile interview, I know when we released it last week, Wednesday, people were not happy with the sound. Unfortunately, guys, we did the best we could do to salvage what we could possibly salvage, and that's what we were able to salvage in the process. But I think definitely we're gonna get you guys a part 2. Yeah, without a doubt, we're gonna get a part 2 with Nqobile, and also we're gonna have Nqobile also come on industry chats as well. I've been telling you that. You guys actually, I'm looking forward to you guys sitting down together. So I think it's gonna be really good. So just a little quick announcement. There will be a part 2, and this time, guys, there will not be any mess ups with the sound. Yeah, you guys we will have proper sound from beginning to end. Yeah, it's always quite discouraging, especially with interviews like that are so filled with so much knowledge, and then you get something like sound that just kind of bothers people. Because I saw some comments, people were like, "Nah, I couldn't even finish it because of the bad quality sound." Yeah, which I do understand though. I also like.
Yeah, you were stressed about it. I remember you spoke to me about it and you tried. I mean, I think you sent it to many people to fix it for you.
So we were trying. So unfortunately, that is what the end product we had. And but like it's also the frustrating part. What was I saying? The frustrating part is having an interview like that with horrible sound. Because I know even myself, if I was to watch something of that quality, I'll be like, you won't hear properly because it's a little bit too distracting. So we do apologize for that. But guys, we will bring in part 2 because I know somebody was also saying the comments there. And I know Nqobile is also prepared to come back as well to just do it properly. Yeah, life happens, eh?
Yeah, no, it happens all the time. I think it's expected, man. It's expected. At times, we try to give the best, but things happen. I think that's the beauty of life. Sometimes things happen. And it's just one glitch.
Yeah, but it gets you thinking, is it a place of comfort? Because I think this has not happened for like probably over 2 years now. The sound thing. Now, many years actually. It hasn't happened for a very long time. Yeah. So already there's processes in place. So now looking at the process, then you have one bad day and it just kind of makes you question everything. Because right now, we need to be extra cautious moving forward. So now fear has been placed in
psychology. Psychology, I know.
But I guess it's also a good thing, us knowing that we're also going to be shooting in Cape Town as well.
It's preparing you as well.
Because we know when we went to the Durban the previous year, it was bad. It wasn't a sound thing, it was a different problem. But I think just all those experiences now, us going to Cape Town now, especially now Cape Town, we're shooting industry chats, we're shooting market masters.
I think we're shooting what?
We're shooting industry chats.
The other ones don't matter. It's fine. You can go to get to another topic now.
Sorry, guys. This is MJ's big moments. Like MJ's location shoot finally. So obviously we're shooting quite a lot of episodes. Like I know, like I've been talking to a lot of people. Yeah, so I think we are gonna be so busy. So I think just that coming up, it's kind of daunting because now you have to. We cannot mess this up.
Yeah, but I think it's also important that, some things we don't have control over them. I mean, it could be that, okay, fine, we might not give the context of what happened with some, but we're dealing with technology at the end of the day. We sometimes don't have control over the tools that we use. I mean, we could be shooting and something happens. I mean, something can break while we're shooting. Something can break while you are uploading the thing.
Even traveling with everything is such a problem.
Exactly. It happens. And I think we learn from that. The important thing, I always say that entrepreneurship is all about problem solving. Regardless of how you say it, you just need to have a mentality of there will be something that goes wrong and I just need to fix it.
Yeah, but nothing must go wrong.
Yeah, nobody wants that. It goes back to nobody wants to be hungry. Nobody wants to be hungry.
Yeah.
But we are always prepared that we're gonna eat the following day, unless if you're fasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
problem
solving is always there. I mean,
I think anyway, on that topic, FMAS is coming up.
Yeah.
By the time you guys see this, 2 days time, FMAS is happening this Thursday and on Friday. I think there's a big hype around it. A lot of guys, I've been bumping into different traders.
Yeah.
We've been getting calls, people finding out that guys come to FMAS. Like, we're gonna be there.
Yeah, FMAS is not only for the famous.
Yeah. Hey guys, I've got. It's fine. I will tell you a story. One day I'll tell the story on this channel. It's a bit too soon now about what MJ is saying. Anyway.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yeah. What should people be expecting at FMAS?
I don't know. I really don't know. No, but I think the very key and important thing. Last week we actually had a very serious conversation here on this channel.
Sure.
On this podcast, we had such a serious conversation. So I think it's very important to highlight the fact of, guys, we are going there to network.
Yeah.
Truth be told, we are going there to network to expand our networks.
Yeah.
Your own personal network. If you go to FMAS and you leave FMAS without expanding your network, then I think because essentially that's what the purpose of an expo is.
Sure. Yeah. And I think it's also important that, look, to get connection to one person, it's your duty then to ensure that the relationship goes on. Because a lot of people go with this concept of when they get to FMAS, they want to strike deals there.
Yes.
And that's a problem. Because
such a problem.
It's a problem because it's very difficult to structure things like that, especially when you just go there. Hey, I can do this and can you give me a deal?
I remember I was it 2 years back or last year where somebody was offered a $50 a lot deal. Excuse me, $50 a lot. Excuse me, how do we get to $50 a lot?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Maybe somebody can explain in the comment section. I lost my mind. I was like, what?
Sure.
But anyways, regardless of that, I think it's very important, especially going here, because I know a lot of people are looking for deals, looking for this. People are gonna be getting poached from other shops as well, that kind of thing. So I think really go in there cautious, guys. Don't just accept the first thing that falls onto your lap.
Yeah, it's that thing of when you're going to what? How can I put it?
We must upload the cricket sound there.
Oh yeah, because that's what is ringing in my head. Like when you go for Gondli.
What's Gondli now?
My Pretoria thing is coming in me now. Like when you go into a place where you have a lot of shops with good deals.
Oh yeah.
Don't buy at the first shop.
So basically a flea market.
Yeah, flea market. Yeah, that's it. Flea market. Yeah. Thank you. I think this thing must go on your side. They normally say don't buy at the first shop around.
Yeah.
And I think that's also what is important about having an expo like this. Like you're going to get approached by a lot of people. Weigh your options first. And don't just jump into the deal there. Because look, they're going to structure it in such a way that while they're busy with you, they're thinking of the next guy who's on the queue.
Yeah.
So rather make a connection, make a contact. make a day, guys. When can we talk about this and further our negotiations,
Yeah.
and take it from there.
Yeah, because I already think meeting somebody in person, I think it's so important.
Yeah.
Because you pick up on energies.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
I think it's very important that regardless of how much money you're being offered, it's so important to work with people who you feel, according to your own discernment, is good for you and your business.
Sure.
Don't just go wherever money's. Guys, come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
And for those that have been struggling with different brokers, and you have questions for them, this is a good space.
Yes,
to ask questions. I mean, why am I not getting my withdrawals? Yeah, go to them, approach them, and let it be known to them that, look, I'm facing this issue, and I'm believing you guys need to fix this now. That's why you flew here. I need this thing to be sorted out. So it's for many reasons, not only for deal making, and not only to make deals with different stakeholders, even, person to person. Like meet people that we've always wanted to meet. We've been saying we're going to FMAS. Let's network when we get there. People that we've been seeing online. You want to do business with them. You want to get their 2 cents on certain things you've been asking. Because believe you me, like I'm getting a lot of questions about SARS. At this point, I think I need to drop my CV there
Once.
And what I'm trying to do now is to refer people to, look, where are you based? If you are in Cape Town, let's meet there. There's a high possibility we can discuss it there. Because I cannot respond to everyone on my DM. Like, it's a lot, you know? So I think it also gives people an opportunity that, okay, I cannot fly there to Cape Town just to talk about SARS. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I might as well meet with MJ there and discuss this. Now, people must not go there just to take pictures, please.
I mean, if you have the financial capacity for it, then do it.
Yeah, but I don't think it's wise. I mean, just why you fly for pictures? I mean, guys.
Clout is currency to some people.
Yeah, but these clouds, they need some rain, eh? Sorry. Okay, let's carry on. So, the dates are the 29th of May and the 30th of May, right? Did I get it right, Jay? Okay. And the doors are opening at 10, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'm just hoping that Cape Town would give us a good weather, man.
Yeah,
just hoping.
That's the only thing we can hope for, honestly.
Yeah. Cape Town is on its own league, man. You wake up with the vest, you sleep with a jazz. So I'm just hoping it will give us a good weather. Yeah. What else do we have today?
I know last week we had the Trump Ramaporsa thing. We haven't had time to talk about it because it happened on the day after we shot.
Oh, yeah.
It happened the day after we shot. So, this is MJ's time to shine. Your fellow colleague was out there.
You see what I'm doing there?
You don't get it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so we had a very I'm just gonna get off the bat. It was quite disappointing watching that. It was an
Think so?
No, I was enraged.
Yeah.
Or rather, let me just use the word disappointed. I think my expectations were not managed properly because I was expecting the same guy who told Trump last. What was that?
That's the thing. Keep your America. We keep our South Africa.
During the trade war. Yeah, during the trade war.
Yeah.
During that period when things were hard, we were expecting that guy.
That's the thing.
We're expecting that president.
Yeah.
And then next thing,
Kasonga very. That's what happened now. That's what we got.
It's like they brought out the wrong president.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell him when I get there. I'm going to tell him. Don't worry, leave him to me when he gets there. Okay, this is what I think.
Yeah.
I'm kind of two ways about it.
I get where you're coming from. I get it, but at the same time, like I was saying, I didn't manage my expectations well because I was expecting that guy, and this guy came. May have not been the wrong guy overall. Maybe the strategy is what people are saying. But man,
look, I think at the same time he understood. Like he understood. For me, I think that was it was less about policy, but more about managing perception. That's my take on it.
Okay.
I think Ramaporsa knew that he had a lot to also protect.
Okay.
He had a lot. And dealing with someone like Trump, you need to be careful how you approach him.
Yeah.
Because when you're dealing with someone like Trump, I don't think I'm so glad this is not a live stream, because normally when I talk about these things, my live stream ends. I'm telling you, ask the choppers.
For real?
Yeah, when I discuss such matters, your stream is ending, like ended, not even ending, ended.
So the industry players gonna see this. What if we get a strike there on YouTube?
No, they won't. So I think when you're dealing with someone like Trump, this is a person that doesn't really care about how people see him. So you approach him in a funny way that he doesn't appreciate. He comes after you, and he doesn't care how you see him.
Sure.
So I think there was an element of being smart there, the approach in which he went for him. But I feel like there were facts that were supposed to be on the table. You know, sometimes when you're being tough, toughness has nothing to do with arrogance. When you're tough, you're stating your facts. You're being fair on the negotiation table. All right. First of all, Trump is saying, these are fake news. This guy is fake NBC, fake, bottom line, fake. So now he's saying,
Yo, guys, for those who,
it's fine.
Let's continue.
Let me carry on.
Yeah.
So he's complaining that his local media coverage, most of them are fake.
Yeah.
And I if I was Ramaporsa, right, I was going to use that against him.
Okay.
Right. And let's also not take anything away from Ramaporsa has been in serious negotiations. He's being in serious. Remember, he was in the what do you call the people that always negotiate for the people at workplace, especially the mines. You know what I mean, right?
Yes, I get it.
It left me. Left me. So he's a master negotiator, that gentleman. One thing we need to know about him, right? But what I was disappointed in is when you're going to state facts to me that look at the graveside, dead. These are people that are unalived, right? These crosses represent people that are unalived. Fine. He asked you a good question. Where is this, Mr. President? Is this in South Africa? And he said, yeah, somewhere in South Africa, right? And that's what you were supposed to say, but as much as you're complaining about your news people here, there's also propaganda in our country. Did you really fact check this? Because I, as a president, I don't know anything about this. Fair, I will do my investigation, but I don't think it's fair, Mr. President, to play such a clip and say it's somewhere in South Africa and I'm not even aware of.
Yeah.
Right? When he spoke about the white people are being killed, the farmers are being killed and whatnot, I was expecting him to come with stats.
Yeah.
From South African Police Service to say, I hear you, but that is all propaganda. We are in government, right? And these are the stats. That's why Johan Rupert came and said, this one won't admit it. But the biggest rate when it comes to people being unalived is coming from the Cape Flats, where you have gangs. That's what I was expecting from our president, because he should go there with stats. I mean, you already know the narrative. Fight him with only stats. When they say, look, why don't you arrest this guy? This guy is singing this song. He's dancing and singing the song. He was supposed to tell Trump that, look, I hear you. As much as I would have loved to arrest him, believe you me, I would arrest him anytime if I could. But the thing is, we are in a democratic country. We don't just wake up and do things like
So
we want to. There was a case. This thing went through the courts, right?
Yeah.
And the gentleman that is busy dancing there, he won. He won the case. Now, and he's allowed to sing this thing. Yeah, further, maybe we can challenge it. But at this point, as much as we want to challenge it, he's scot-free because the courts have allowed him. They said, look, this is a chant. This is not a hate speech song, right? And I don't want to dwell into that if it's right or wrong. But what I'm saying is the courts have given a verdict, a judgment on that. Look, carry on singing your thing, bro. So I feel like he ran away from a lot of facts. The golfers, man, disappointed me. The golfers only thought about themselves, you know? So I feel like I'm both sides. At first, I'll be honest with you, and I spoke to you the following day, I'm disappointed, man. Yeah. But I had to watch that thing again and say, oh, but there's some things I feel like he handled them well.
Okay.
But I'm 50-50 on this. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just 50-50 on this. I'm just worried that if we are having war, you negotiate like that, are we gone? If we are having war and you're on the table and you're negotiating like that, we are gone.
Yeah.
We are a tiny economy. We all know we are a tiny economy compared to the United States economy. But the more you mention it, the more you know who you're dealing with. You're giving him all the weapons and even in fact you know. And for people that do not understand why they went there, I believe it was good for them to go there. Yeah. Because what I like is that I've been studying how the Americans are receiving this.
Yeah.
And Americans are like, we just embarrassed ourselves.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of Americans are like, did you see that? Jesus.
Yeah, I think I saw different reactions actually. Yeah, people were like, they were proud. Maybe it was more is it the red guys?
Maybe his party's people.
They were like, oh my gosh, well done, Mr. President. You showed him, Mr. President. Well done, Trump. Well done, Trump. Yeah, this South African president, doesn't know anything and whatnot. But you also get things like from the public perception on a global scale, rather that Ramaporsa held himself or conducted himself well under the pressure of Trump.
And we gotta give it to him for that. But I believe he could have showed character with facts.
Yeah, it's exactly
just put facts on the table and say, but we cannot go outside what we have on paper.
Yeah,
I cannot discuss because I heard at some point he said I won't repeat myself again. Yeah, but just deal with facts. Hit him with facts. Yeah, and we need to also understand something, that as a leader, it's not easy to also admit that you are struggling too much in a certain sector. It makes you look weak.
Yeah.
Put yourself also in the shoes of Ramaporsa. You can't just go there, there's crime. Crime is everywhere, because like, okay, but you are the leader. What are you doing about it? So it takes a leadership to understand some of the dynamics, of what happened there. He knew that I cannot dwell too much on it, because it will be like, I'm a leader, I'm complaining to another leader about something that I could have resolved.
Yeah.
And well, the technology that they're looking for and whatnot, for me, that determine, I'm sorry, like you're gonna need all the technology. You can still have the fixed employment, like good sir. That's what you need to do, because most of these people are inspired by not having income. That's why crime is like this. Fixed employment. If you fix employment, you don't need fancy technology. Because no one is going to steal. Yeah, we're still going to have crime. I mean, you cannot run away from it.
Yeah.
But what is causing this increase in crime? Somebody wants to look out for themselves.
Literally.
Yeah, it's hunger.
Marrying your hustling boyfriends there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hustling boyfriends are out working now.
The hustling boyfriends are even stealing from their own girlfriends by mistakes. That's how bad it is.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is, So fix employment, fix certain things, do away with this cadre deployment. Gwede Mantashe was the president of South Africa. Did you know that?
Yeah,
Gwede was the president. I was selling the choppers that I'm just picturing him in, building there with Magwin and Arch. Gwede was the president. While I was watching, I'm like, but Mr. President, substitute. I'm here. 3 days. Let me see what I can do. Just 3 days.
A lot can be done in 3 days.
3 days? A lot can be done in 3 days. We can give serious signals. I mean, the run went to 17 run 95. But do you know that Gwede, when he became president, the run went to 1795?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But I obviously had nothing to do with him. But if I was Gwede, I was like, yeah, you saw, since I was in there.
Yeah.
The markets really responded very well.
You guys must bring me back.
Bring me back. Yeah, you'll find it on 80 rand, I'm telling you. Take it back. But you see what he's saying, that, let's just be honest, and I don't want to dwell too much into politics, but I don't think ANC is left with anybody to take over. I don't think so. My eyes are on Panyaza. I'm actually seeking mentorship from Panyaza.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually working on it. I met with him at ENCA when I was doing my interview.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, we met there, and we had a chat, and I said, I think you will look good as a president. He laughed about it, but yeah, I want to engage more with I think there's more I can learn from him. Yeah, I think he's got brains.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, but yeah.
Yeah,
mentorship, if he has 5.0, 2.0 mentorship.
Like this thing is in the blood.
It's in the blood, yeah.
Yeah, no, but that was that, bro. I think overall, I think the country's a little bit divided on this matter.
It is, and it shows you really that, you know what, I don't think racism will ever end now, I'm sorry to say. Like, you look at some of the comments, scary. Like, scary. Scary. Fair, we are not having employment rates are high, but at least our parents are not being beaten for nothing. That's true. One positive thing we can take from all the mess we are facing. Yeah. Racism is, look at the comments. I've especially TikTok. I'm done looking at those comments because my anger levels are just rising.
It was crazy. I was actually engaging in a conversation yesterday, specifically about TikTok and how TikTok is becoming the next Twitter right now. Because we all know Twitter's a foul place to be. Truth be told, for the people who are active on Twitter. And are actively participating in all the bullying that they're doing on Twitter. Yeah, no, sharp. But apparently the TikTok is like right there, right behind. Like it's getting bad.
If it has not surpassed it.
You think so?
Yeah, like
I know my thing is, or is it X now? Yeah.
But the thing is, X, you can find a bit of professionalism as far as corporate is concerned.
You think so?
Yeah, but TikTok, man, even if you can be as corporate as you want to be, like someone just wants to hoist something there. Just a negative narrative, man. And I don't understand, how does somebody feel with himself for saying something that is foolish, and you know that, like, you are being foolish and you're not educating the next person. Like, how do you feel with yourself? How do you sleep at night?
For those who are active on social media platforms, I think mainly your TikTok.
Yeah.
Please let us know how you guys actually deal with the negative part of TikTok, because I think it's toxic. It's becoming quite.
No, it's quite concerning.
Yeah,
like it's quite concerning that even important things, someone finds a way. I mean, the thing, yes. Man, you still had people talking rubbish about that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was so painful. And as a father, you're thinking you're having little girls in the house, and imagine like looking at those comments as a father, like, how could you say such a thing about a little girl? It's, man, I don't know, but it's becoming out of hand.
Yeah.
And most of the people that talk such kind of nonsense, they've got nothing to offer. It's usually people with one follower
who are hiding. Like they are behind ghost accounts.
Yeah. And we've always said it on this channel that when you meet with them in real life, you will see FMAS. You will see FMAS. I'm telling you, you will see them in FMAS. Every negative perspective they had about us, when we get there, they don't want to talk about it. Most of them. That's why I always appreciate the people that always appreciate us being here every Tuesday.
Yeah.
And they're still here, gang.
Yeah, shout out to the Still Here Gang. Obviously, it's a Still Here Gang time now.
Yeah, no, this is yeah, this is still here. Yeah, still here. The SHG. Yeah, still here. SHG.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we need to have a t-shirt. Let me talk to the real boss about it. I think we need to have a t-shirt like TTSA with the TTSA logo, and we write SHG.
Yeah.
Hashtag SHG. To encourage people to, if you want to be there, watch the full episode. Yeah, but let us know, guys, on the comment section, like, what do you find toxic? Twitter or TikTok? Yeah.
I'm still going with
X.
Twitter. Yeah, it was X. Yeah, no, that place, guys. That place is not a good place, eh? It's not a good place. And the thing is, I do have an account there, but I'm not really active. I just go there because I don't know, there's something, I'm old school. I feel like Twitter right now is like old school. Like old school way of getting your news. I know, just stay with me. TikTok now, I get it. That's like, it's TikTok is ahead. Now you get X is following this, so it's a little bit old school. Not that old, but like I still get a lot of my news via X right there. Yeah. So I think, let us know which platform for you works for you, or which one you think is more
Toxic.
Yeah.
It can really mess up your head, man. Like what people say about innocent souls, people that are crying, people are it's so sad, and how we have also. I mean, we are in Africa, and don't get me wrong. I think respect is something that we are always taught at a very young age, and sometimes to, like disrespect, parents. Like sometimes someone will be playing a clip of parenting, how they do parenting, for like, and you still see comments. Someone swearing about his own mother. Like swearing at his own mother. Like, this is the dude that my mom used to. Like, I'm like, what have we turned out to be,
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It is what it is.
What did you genuinely think of, because we know, I'm going to go back to the Trump Ramaporsa meeting real quick. We know that...
By the way, there's a guy who fainted outside, you saw?
Wait, no.
At the warehouse. Do you see the guys that do...
Yeah.
And they stay for... Faint, we brought the weather. Brought the Pretoria weather there.
What did you think about, because I know Trump showed footage and whatnot and all that, but, eventually it was later discovered that it was not South Africa.
Did you see the 5-bedroom guy was also part of the papers that were brought there? I kid you not. Go look at it.
Yeah.
So the papers that he had.
Yeah.
One of them there was a picture of the 5-bedroom guy. And Trump was saying dead. And the 5-bedroom guy is there. It's him, Pap and Musoko there in the States.
Yeah.
Some of the pictures there apparently are from Congo.
Yes, DRC, yes.
Yeah. And you see why I was saying facts.
Yeah.
Because Ramaphosa has been trying to get the form, and Trump was smart about it. Like he was just keeping them here, like keep it here. And Trump, Ramaphosa is busy trying to get, and look, I know he had a team. But sometimes show leadership. Like when you have the papers, when he got the papers, he had to take a moment. I know he didn't have time, but just take a moment. Okay, fine. Because he didn't even look, he just browsed through and just threw to Lamola. And Lamola lena halamul.
I guess not about like Cape Town, no.
You see, it's hot there, but he's not lamuling there. And shout out to, I forgot her name, the chairperson of COSATU. Shout out to that lady.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was straightforward as well. No, but we are facing crime issues.
That's it.
Yeah, crime issues, and it's affecting everybody. I mean,
Literally.
there are a lot of grannies that are being analyzed on daily basis in the Kgasi, and no one wants to talk about it.
No one is talking about it. No.
Because that's how media is also made. Remember that media as well. think about it. They want juicy stuff. They also want international recognition. Once you tell them about a matter that happened in a location, they know it cannot be headline news in the States. They always want something. Like my manager taught me this, who's in PR. He said, one thing you need to know, MJ, when you appear on TV is that journalists will also be smart because they want to sell. The more they make you look like you don't know what you're doing, the more it trends.
On that note,
let's get to the bottom of it.
let's talk about. I think I just want to talk about the concept of opening doors. I think right now you are in a very particular position right now where I think, as TWM, for those who don't know, TWM is trade with MJ Givens Kgasi, which is MJ's initial, like the brand,
Sure.
Yeah, it's not. You're in quite a very particular position, if we can put it like that, where you are now. You're setting a new standard, and you're opening doors, because I think. I know we have these conversations all the time together, where it's just like, no, we're leading right now. The industry can see and notice, and we know that the whole industry is watching.
Sure.
And they are watching. We know that. We're very aware of that.
Yeah.
They can see a new shift. There's a shift in the tone of how things are done in the industry right now. And, I know doors have been opened. You have kind of pioneered a new way for the online trader, for the CFD online traders right now to be like, okay, no, guys, let's shift, do it like this.
Yeah.
Cool. Now doors are being opened.
Yeah.
I fear that in as much as these doors are being opened, we will get to a place where what has happened to our industry will happen all over again on a larger scale.
Mainstream.
Yeah, mainstream.
No, definitely.
I mean, already when you hear Forex, you think scam.
Yeah.
People don't want to go around calling themselves Forex traders.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
you. I know you're one of them as well. I don't want to just go around because of the connotation you people have of the whole Forex thing. So now we know that, cool, we can see what SABC is doing that side. We don't want to get too much into the truth be told, but we just want to just talk about what we're seeing from the outside looking in, because essentially what we don't understand. Okay, personally, I don't understand bottom lines, SABC's bottom lines agenda. Because when you went on there, you came in there and you were treated as, how can I put this?
Yeah, it felt like an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also don't know. By the way, guys, the Bottom Line is a show on SABC. It's airing every Monday around 7:30 in the morning. If you also go on our channel, you will see the vlog that we did like 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
You will see we also went there to do the show, right? I don't know. Like, I don't know what was the agenda, but we've spoken about this before, that I felt like it was a personal attack on me, and I don't know what I've done.
But I don't think it was just on you, truth be told. I think it was on it wasn't, I think it was it was a misguided attack, because essentially you were kind of grouped with a certain people that people perceive to be the Forex traders in the country, you know. So I think you were just kind of the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, no, definitely. So what I mean about me, not particularly like me as an individual, but me because I was there.
Oh, yes.
And I represent the industry. I was seen as one of them, right? And I think, with respect to the person who was interviewing me, I don't think he did his homework.
Yeah.
Because I think if he did his homework, he was not going to approach me in that manner. Because all I've tried to do, and all we've also tried to do as a collective, right? If you look at the TTSA brand, you look at the TWM brand, what we are trying to do is, we bringing back integrity. And Octa also is involved in this, right? we're trying to bring something that is unique and bring the integrity of trading back, right? So I don't think he did his homework. I think he was supposed to do his homework about what my line of work is all about, so that when he asked me those questions, he asked me in such a way that, do you have really solutions to this? Because it was more, I mean, you're gaining nothing when you're asking me, how did these guys make money? I don't think you get, like, okay, fine, I'm going to tell you, then what? What are you solving? But if you're asking me, okay, fine, we see people make money in such a way and people are getting scammed, what are the ways in which we can stop such kind of a thing? Then let's engage, right? But there it was like, okay, fine, I had my questions prepared. I'm just going to ask this guy about this. And that's why, hence, I say I don't think he did his homework, because I've been preaching that the time by compliance. If you look at all my interviews, it's mostly analysis and compliance. When somebody asks me to come on the TV station, I talk about compliance or I talk about analysis. I was recently on CNBC. Just last week, I was on CNBC Africa. We're talking about a lot of things. Like, we're talking of markets, we're talking of business. And most shows I go to are business shows. I don't... And one can say, yeah, but MJ, you're not the first person to appear there. We've seen the old guys appear there. But look, those are different shows. Maybe they appeared there to tell their story like, oh, at the age of 23, I made the first million. I don't want shows like that. I don't want to participate in that. I want a show where you're going to ask me, MJ, we're seeing the rand is trading at 17 rand 95. What do you think this happened? Is it because of geopolitical tensions? Are we having inflationary changes? Are we having interest rate changes? That's why we are seeing this volatility. You know, that's my job as an analyst, to go and bring that narrative that there's another wave that or another perspective about our industry that is not TP, hit, close the profits if you are happy. That's not what our industry is all about. There's more to that. We need to know about the economy that we are trading, because we are basically part and parcel of the economy.
Yeah.
If we're going to talk about those trillions, how do those trillions move? That's what I wanted to do. But we have a show now, it's a bottom line. I think I also didn't get the right message. I'll be honest, I'll also take a blame from it.
Okay.
Because when I was told you're going to be on the bottom line show, I thought it was all about analysis. I also didn't do my homework. I took my manager's word for it.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But after the interview, I was so angry.
Yeah.
Like, I was so angry that, dude, what was that all about? So I think that show, the bottom line is more about, I don't know, just interviewing traders, because it seems like if you look at all episodes, there everyone is being asked this question: tell us more about yourself.
I mean, it's 3 minutes.
And you're having 3 minutes to tell you about yourself, what you do, and what. So it feels like it's a marketing. I think a lot of traders will go there to market their brands.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, go there, represent the industry well.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I think just also in the process, people need to be careful. Because you, especially when you're walking into a new house, you don't know what is in store for you there. What? Because like I know we were talking about actually the professionalism you have around all your interviews that you get from a lot of people. Is that beforehand there's research that gets done. People don't just show up right now. One thing I know about market masters when we're doing interviews, I know with a person we'll research what they do, not what they don't do.
Oh yeah,
do you understand?
Yeah, that's so powerful.
Like I always tell people that, look, dude, is there anything you want to talk about? Any topics you want to talk about? Because at the end of the day, if we're going to talk about something that you have zero interest in, because the financial markets are so massive, large.
Man,
there's so much to talk about. So I'm like, no, like if you're not focused on that, I can't be talking about USD whereas you've never opened the USD chart in your life. The only USD you know is the exchange rate. That's it.
Yeah, at this point, I think you need to have a mentorship that you're going to.
Temple come first.
Aye.
Anyway.
Anyway, there's also one thing I want to touch on. you asked me this question.
Yeah.
And you asked me this question twice. And I think the team also asked me this question when we were driving there. MJ, why were you not wearing your suit? That interview.
Yeah, actually.
And I told you, I was told by my manager not to wear a suit.
Yeah.
I asked my manager, why did you say on that show I must not wear a suit? He said, no, SABC said they want to keep things casual. You shouldn't wear a suit. Right? Fine. That's how they want to do things. I respect it. Check last week's episode. There was a CEO from Webull. You know Webull, the platform?
Yeah.
Webull, I think it's an investing platform for stocks and shares.
Yeah.
Webull. There was a CEO from Webull. He was wearing a suit.
On bottom line.
Yeah. You understand? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just getting a bad vibe about that show. I'll be honest with you. The CEO of Webull was there and he was wearing a full suit. Just last week. Go check it out. I'm going to show it to you now. So, why then was I told not to wear a suit? Why do you have certain guests that you're allowed to wear a suit? But me, you don't want me to wear a suit?
Like I said, there's an agenda here.
That's
A very serious agenda.
Like, there's no other way. I mean,
And I think for people who will watch the vlog, there's a I don't know if we put this in that vlog we did to the SABC. There's something that Tepot said about was it in the vlog? There's something Tepot said essentially about he because I think he made a comment basically kind of just saying that he's taking a stance on he was proud on how he handled the interview.
Yeah.
But there's something else that he said, whereas he's like, something about the problem, whatnot, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, okay, cool, sharp. Then I'm like, you see the agenda. There's an agenda here. There's an agenda because why, when you invite online CFD traders, you don't want them to appear as professional?
There you go. There you go. And it was a surprise to everybody, even to you guys. You're gonna be on TV and you're gonna talk about business and you're wearing a suit. That was the first, eh?
You are not there to talk about business, clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sorry. See, I know have you found it?
Yeah, I'm about to get it now.
Oh, no, it's fine. No, I was just merely stating the lack of professionalism, especially going on behind the production of this particular show, because I hear about all the preparation that goes down when you do, and mind you guys, we all know MJ's busy. MJ does interviews, radio interviews, TV interviews, all those things currently, you know. And MJ gets called now, guys. They call him. They're like, can we get MJ? By popular demand, he gets requested. And then he says, I'm the famous one here.
Come on.
Yeah, so there's so much work that goes into it. And I think this one, there was hardly any.
No, I didn't have to do anything. And I think that's why I think I spoke to Jay also about it when we went to the other room, when we left you in there. And Jay was asking me, how do I feel? And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, this I don't feel good about this interview. Because I know that I didn't really prepare for it. I really didn't prepare for it, right? So I really don't know. There it is. This was last week's episode. Same show, bottom line.
Yeah.
Right? Have a look at this. They had the CEO of Weibo there. Full suit with a tie. Why do certain individuals there?
I can see.
CEO of Weibo there. Why then were we not? Why we in our industries or in our industry when we go to that show we are not allowed to wear a suit? Because now the narrative will be, no, these guys are serious now. And not to say that when you're wearing a suit, like you've got to look, you can still wear a suit and just talk the most useless things of this world. But what we understand about a person is that everyone has his own style. I like wearing suits. When I do business meetings, when I do interviews, I wear suits all the time. And that's where I find comfortability. Maybe when I wear them, like, I feel like Superman. I don't know. Maybe there is something like that.
I'm glad you said it.
If it's double-breasted, then that's more. If it's a three-piece suit, you out.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know why. Because if you look at all traders that were invited there, look at all traders that were invited on that shoot. They don't wear suits. But certain individuals, they're allowed to wear suits. It's kind of disappointing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's kind of disappointing. But look, man, we have our own platforms. They're still here, gang, are still here. And we can still send the messages and push our own narrative. That's one thing. I mean, I don't want to be like McG and say we are bigger than other platforms, but like...
Hey, not on other platforms. Yeah, no. No. I think that's it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for me.
The next episode that we shoot will be in Cape Town.
Correct.
We don't want to promise you guys the dates, but that's what we know.
We'll see them next week, though, Tuesday. Right? Tuesday, episode's coming out there. Yes, Tuesday's episode is coming next week, Tuesday.
But that was like, okay. It was not like...
No, there's an understanding here.
Oh, okay. Well, let me not get into it. It moves in the blood.
Yeah, no, definitely. We are going to be landing tomorrow.
Yeah, we're landing in the morning. In the afternoon.
Yeah, and then we're going to go straight to the compound and then set up, get, guys, we're gonna shoot some content, gang content, vlog coming up. It's gonna be exciting. Yeah, no, I'm done.
What is one thing that you want to take from the trip?
On the trip, I think just to see how we can level up in certain places, especially with our vlogs. Yeah, I think we're still fairly new to the vlog game. Sure. So I think there's a lot that we've been working on since our other vlogs, and I think we're definitely gonna level up to a different standard. And we're not here to play. You guys know we're not here to play.
Yeah. And people want vlogs, man.
Like, this time, guys, we're gonna give you guys an hour vlog. I'm joking. Hey, man,
can happen.
Maybe they want our vlogs. I mean, it's still here, gang, still chilling here. So maybe an hour for them is like, chief.
Yeah, and our time there is zero. Yeah. And if you're still here,
we love you guys.
Yeah, and you need to go beyond still here. You need a name for the ones that are still here.
No, guys, we love you guys so much. Appreciate you guys so much for watching and sticking with us.
Yeah, thank you so much. From myself, I'm Givens Kgasi.
Nqobile Tembane.
And we are out.